Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And this video has been long in the works, and I'm glad that a whole lot of people have been waiting long enough for this video. Me and my boy Packfester, we're back at it again, and today we're going to be doing another Supercute Adventures video. The last one we did extremely well, and by the way, thank you so much for getting that video to nearly 1,000 views. We worked very hard on that video, and I'm so glad it got to where it was. So because of that,
Yeah,
we have another video for you guys. We're gonna be ranking the characters that are in the series from worst to best. And I have Packmaster with me once again.
yeah. So the only guidelines here for this, we're not going to count side characters like Dear Daniel, like that one. We're only going to count characters that like talk in the show and Pure Lot. But without further ado, let's get into our ranking. So you can go first with your ranking, Kian.
Yeah, I forgot to say this, but it's gonna be similar to how we did the ranking every season video, where we both do our personal rankings on what we think is the worst. In my opinion, that award will go to at least my least favorite character in the series. In my opinion, it's got to go to Pachaco. He's barely done anything cool and hasn't really helped anybody, and he just is not really that good of a character. He's had a couple exclusive episodes to him, starting from season 3 onward, but he's not really been that good of a character. Most of the time, he's been just a side character that many people just so happen to like because he's a dog. It's just he doesn't help anyone, and it's just like, yeah, he had that one. Yeah, there was the soccer episode in season 4, and that episode was okay, but I don't think he set the entire thing up by himself. He probably had someone to help him do it.
Oh yeah. Eh. I don't know what to say here. But yeah, the same thing goes with you, man. My worst one is Pacheco. Like you said, he's not really a great character. He doesn't really help all the characters that well. All he does is he teaches them about sports and that's it. He doesn't do anything else. He's a complete useless character that pretty much I know that a lot of people do care about the character in Japan though, but when it comes to in the show though, he doesn't really help the others not quite well.
Yeah, it's just really he's not that cool of a character, and it especially makes me mad when Sanrio chooses him over other things like that Happy Meal collab that got canceled. He was in that, and that was irritating considering that my favorite boys weren't in there. But overall, Pacheco, in my opinion, is the worst character in the series and doesn't do anything crazy or helpful. He just likes sports, which is okay. I mean, liking sports is a cool hobby. I mean, yeah, sports are fun. But when you have a person that only likes sports and does nothing to help the others, do you really think him liking that character would be cool? Like, yeah, he's a dog. I get it. But just because he's a dog doesn't mean he's got to be the one getting the most love out of any Sanrio person. And Sanrio likes him just as much as any other person does. It's just like I don't understand the like just the love behind Pacheco. Again, if you like Pacheco, that's not a problem. That's just you like Pacheco. That's fine. But I just personally don't like him. And
Yeah,
now I'm
but
on to
yeah.
oh, go go. Sorry.
All right. All right. So the
So
next one, fuck. All right, we need to
all
restart that.
right. Yeah. All right. So the next one
God
for
damn,
me, the
what
next
we're doing? What were we doing, man?
I don't. We were. I thought you were gonna say your more opinions on Pachaco, but I guess we're just moving on to the next worst character. That's fine. My next worst character has got to be. Honestly, this is pretty controversial among many people, but honestly, I honestly don't have a feeling like there's a lot of characters who've done a lot of help and who make it to the tippy top of the list, but then there's characters who don't really do much in terms of helping people, and there's just a couple that I know, and this one was pretty hard to decide on, considering he's one of my favorite characters ever. But in my opinion, I don't think Karopi really did anything crazy to help anyone. Like, yeah, he opened his own store at some point. That was cool. But has he really done anything crazy to help other people? I mean, yeah, there was that one episode where he had to distract Karomi for Halloween, but other than that, he hasn't really done anything crazy in terms of helpful. But he's been a little more helpful compared to Pachaco, and he's done more things that make him help. He's done more things to make people happy, and opening his own store. That was probably a very big deal for him. He opened his own store, and then that episode was pretty funny. But I don't know. He hasn't really done much in terms of helping.
Yeah. So yeah, the next one, the the one, oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this one. This goes to Pom Pom. He's another dog. Woof, talk, bro. If you get the reference, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I get.
But yeah. Oh God, we could talk about all day. All right, so yeah, this one goes to Pom Pom, and it's just he's not not a great character. I don't
You're just
know.
laughing at
I just don't
you're
really
just
like
laughing at
him.
the bit.
Talking Ben. Okay, so yeah, Pom Pom. It's just all he cares about is like food, really, and I just don't get why he's not really important. He's like another side character that he doesn't really help. He just says, "Oh, is this my food or is this not?" And that's all he does. And that's it. It's great that he has an ice cream truck as a job. That's cool. But other than that, it's just he doesn't really help others and just only cares about himself. Really.
Yeah, and speaking of Pom Pom, he also has to go to my third worst character. Compared to Karopi, he's actually done some more helpful things. I mean, yeah, he basically sleeps all the time and eats food. But there's one episode I'd like to highlight in particular that makes him a pretty helpful character, at least from what I remember. The one episode where Hello Kitty would set up like the carnival and all that, Pom Pom actually like dug and did a lot of help setting that up. And Pom Pom has done a lot of help for many people. Like he did in the one episode where he trying to remember, he like helped with My Melody's birthday, and that was pretty helpful of him. And then of course in the carnival episode where while everyone was all like sad because of something, I really do not remember that episode, but I remember him helping a lot in that episode. But he mostly just sleeps and likes food. I mean, isn't that just frankly every human or dog? I mean, that's frankly just every dog. They sleep, they wake up, they eat food, they go outside, they take a shit, and then they go back and sleep again. That's literally the life cycle of a dog every single day. But that's just what he is. He's just a dog. That's really all I could say for him.
Yeah, I agree. No. All right. So my
But
my
snack off.
next yeah. So yeah, my next character it definitely does make sense who it is. And it's just he's another side character that really that it doesn't really help besides like science. But yeah, this one goes to Choco Cat. And really it's just it's cool. And it's cool that he loves science. That's my favorite subject in school. But when it comes to the show, though, he only helps people like once in a while with science stuff, and that's it. That's all he does. Like I think I one episode like my Melody needed help with like something with her plants, and then I think Choco Cat. I think he was just like, "Oh yeah, I have an invention that'll help your plants grow faster," and then that his invention turned out horrible. Which I'm not. I won't hire him if he was real in real life. But it's just I just don't think it doesn't really help a lot of people in the show. It's just I
Yeah.
don't know what to say.
He's also the same person on my list too. He honestly doesn't help. And what about the time where he's actually made things worse for people? In the one episode, Kuropi faces the music. He offered. Wait, was that Bats Maru? Was that Chococat? I don't remember, but it was one of them who like offered him to play music. And since Kuropi liked playing music so much, he was doing it all over the town, and so many people getting so irritated because of him. And then of course, when it comes to Chococat, like literally, what does he do? Nothing. He doesn't really help people. And just like in Kuropi faces the music, like it's just so many episodes resort to him not being helpful and just like a side character in the background that you don't pay attention to. Uh,
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. He's just not one of my favorites, and I'm not sure if he's loved a lot in the world, but I heard that some people say that they don't like him. I can see why. But the next character on the list, he's just the aggressive one that is just says, "Oh, whatever." That this goes to Batsmaru again. Well, he's not really a side character, but I give it to him. He's very cool though. He plays video games. He loves skateboarding. He owns an arcade, and the basically it's just all the things that he usually helps with. It's just he only like supports Kuromi and that's it, and Kuropi because Kuromi and Kuropi are his best friends. So that's pretty much it, really. He only supports those two friends. It that's great and all, but he should support all of his friends really.
yeah, that's also Batsmaru is also the same spot in my list too. Batsmaru, he doesn't really do anything crazy. I mean, he mainly also likes to pull pranks on people because he likes doing that. You know, his birthday is April Fool's, so it makes sense. But most of the time, he's just not doing anything. He's mainly just, hanging out with his best friends. You know, Kuromi and Kuropi, they're his best friends. That's the reason why he's just mostly not seen in episodes because, well, he is seen a lot. And then, of course, there's that one in the one Kuromi episode for Halloween this year where he was on TV, and Kuromi was pretty pissed off about that. But, um, he doesn't really do anything crazy. He just mainly likes recording and, of course, play video games. I mean, me and you play video games a lot, so I can't really disagree on him playing video games. But that's really all I got to say for him. And I'm gonna move on to my next spot on the list here. And this is where we actually get to. This is where, in my opinion, where we start to get to the characters that are actually helpful in some sort of way. So I'll let you
Yeah,
pick those.
yeah. I think you go next. Oh yeah, I go. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, the next one. This one was hard to put in because I just don't know. I know you like this character. I think you're gonna kind of disagree with me on this one. Probably some of you guys, and if you're watching this video,
Oh
but
God,
I just have to go with Cinnamon Roll just because of just
I
like
knew it.
yeah. It's just he does support all of his friends, but it's just due to how many appearances he makes in the show, really, as we look at it. But yeah, I do give it to you. He does have some good episodes, though. Like I know there was like that one social media one that where Bachelor made a video and then he like Cinnamon Roll became viral. I don't know how that happened to be honest with you,
No,
but
it's
can you even
because
imagine can you even imagine if Talking Ben was in it and he made a lot of social
all
media
right, enough
drops?
enough fan references. The reason why he became viral was because Batsmaru was filming, Kuromi was filming Batsmaru doing skateboard tricks and that, and Zinro was in the background, and then he almost tripped, and he saved himself. For some reason, people were focusing on Zinro instead of Batsmaru. I don't know, but that's literally a very controversial topic you got there. And I think the next one I'd have to go with, honestly, I mean, Cinnamon Roll is probably my next pick too. I know people pick up your pitchforks, get ready to tear down the house because Cinnamon Roll may be one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in Sanrio ever. But he doesn't really do much in the show. Like, yeah, you have a couple cool episodes based around him, like Cinnamon Roll Dance Craze, which is the one you just talked about, and then Cinnamon Roll Sweetness. There was also Cutter Up, a couple other good Cinnamon Roll episodes. I remember. But what he also mainly does is because he can fly, he mainly, delivers stuff around Sanrio Town or whatever it's called, and Hello Kitty Town, whatever the hell it's called, but whatever. He mainly just delivers stuff all around the town and helps a lot of people from doing that. But the biggest part of that is, yeah, he's pretty helpful. He goes around and delivers stuff for people when they need it because he could fly, and that's easy to do when you know how to fly. But I mean, like everyone loves him. He's a great character, but I'm sorry, Cinnamoroll. I had to betray you this one time and put you at probably this low. I'm sorry, man. Forgive me for my sins.
Hmm. Yeah, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. All right. So the next character, all right. So the next one, that it definitely does make sense why she's in this one. That
God.
this one goes to my melody. So that I know that some people are going to say to me, "Why did you put it in fourth place in this ranking?" It's just because that she's just I don't know. It's just she's just really scared sometimes. I know that her best friends are Hello Kitty and Kuromi. Kuromi is like she treats her
Sorry.
like she's like her sister.
I'm sorry.
And then
I'm still laughing at the Cinnamoroll thing.
okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right. So my melody. So yeah. The My Melody sleepover. I love that one. She invited. Well, Kuromi invited My Melody over, and My Melody, she was pretty scared sometimes. Like it's just. I'm sorry, My Melody. Like you almost made it to the top three, but you're still a okay character regardless.
Yeah, my melody is also in the same place on my list as well. She mostly, yeah, for the same exact reasons that you just listed off. She's helpful, but she's always, terrified of things, and yeah, it's just I don't know, just the same reasons you exactly pointed off. So I guess let's just go on to the top three now.
All right, so my third place bronze goes to Kuropi. I know that you put him like way in the worst area. I get that, but for Kuropi, I just like he has like I know he gets scared a lot, but the thing about him is he plays instruments and I really love he does that. He likes to play video games and I love how when he says it sometimes like yo 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 and then and
I forgot about that line.
and then it's just yeah, he's a very funny character sometimes, but yeah, I love like he supports everyone. Like unlike Batsuru, he only supports only two of his friends, but when it comes to Kuropi, he supports mostly everyone. So yeah.
Now that I think about it, I honestly was way too harsh on him. I really shouldn't have just put him in the top three because unlike Pom Pom, he does have a lot of good things going for him, and I feel like I'm just gonna swap now, I guess. So I guess he's my third now apparently. But yeah, he's a good character. He does a lot of funny things. But in my opinion, what my third most helpful character, and I feel like you're gonna get mad at me about this just because yeah, you can see where this is going. Um, Kuromi honestly is not really that crazy in terms of being helpful. Like I know she's your favorite character in the entire series, but come on, like what does she do? She sits in her room all day and just watches TV and likes being spooky. Like she's done things. Like yeah, sure, she's done a lot of helpful things with the crew, but that's with the crew. What does she just do alone? Mostly just try to be spooky and watch TV. Again, I know a lot of Kuromi fans are gonna go after me on this one, but including you, because you're a Kuromi fan. But honestly, it's just I don't see her being that crazily helpful compared to other characters in the series, and that's the reason why she would earn this in terms of the ranking, because this is silver. So I'm putting this in silver. So yeah,
Yeah, it's just yeah. So this next one, it makes sense. I'm sorry, but Kuromi, you're even though that you're my favorite Sanrio character, you have to go in the silver ranking this time. I'm sorry, but for Kuromi, yeah, she does help my melody because she treats her like a sister really, which yeah, that's very cool. Like they're like best friends. And she does have a crush on Basmaru. I know that. And then her other best friend Kuropi, that's her other one. And she does support him to get over with his fears sometimes. I just like she really does appear a lot. She appears a lot, and that's very good for her. I really like she appears like most of the time. She does have some very good episodes, like Kuromi Takes the Plunge. I know that you really like that one, but my
Yeah,
favorite one has to be Kuromi Sleepover. That was my first episode I saw,
the
and
first episode I
yeah,
saw was Kuromi take the literally the first one I saw was Kuromi Takes the Plunge. So I guess the first episodes we both saw so happened to be Kuromi episodes, which was funny.
yeah, and that was the time when I was like on that cruise, but whatever. But it's just yeah, even yeah, Kuromi. Even though that you're my favorite character in the show, I'm sorry, but you're just have to be in the second medal, unfortunately.
And obviously the first medal, the most helpful character in the entire series, will easily go to Hello Kitty. There's no reason why this one should be on top of the first ranking. There is absolutely no reason why it should even be lower, because it's obvious. She's the most helpful character in the entire series and constantly supports everyone and does so many helpful things like running a shop and all of that. She's by far the most helpful character in the entire series and does so many things to support other people that she likes hanging out with. And she likes hanging out with every single person. And she supports everyone that she knows. And she does so many good things. When people are like sad, they always come to her cafe and she cheers them up. Like, she's just like a very helpful character. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, she's my second. Yeah, yeah, this goes to Hello Kitty too for me, and yeah, she's my second favorite character in the show. Like, I'm sorry, Kuromi, but yeah, but it's just for Hello Kitty. It's just like she really helps a lot of all her friends when they're let down or what's going on with them, and she does very fun things for them. She planned out the Halloween thing for them for her friends, and they loved it, and they gave her a big hug, and yeah, it's just she does a lot of awesome stuff that her friends don't expect at all, but they actually like it. Like I know that Batsumaru, he just says, "Oh, well, whatever," but in reality, he actually likes it. But yeah, this has to go. Yeah, this is definitely the number one helpful character in the show.
Alrighty. With all the helpful ones being out of the way, it's time for the overall rankings of whether they're helpful or not in terms of my favorite characters. Number one, that'll go to Cinnamon Roll for me in terms of this is out of without being helpful, so just total characters that I don't care how much help they take. This is just my total ranking. Cimarrobe first place, Kuromi second, and then Karopi third, Hello Kitty fourth, My Melody fifth, Bats Maru sixth, and then Pom Pom seven, and then finally Pachaco at number eight. We hope you enjoyed this video, and without further ado, you can go ahead and list your overall rankings without any help from them.
Overall, just based on their personality. However, like maybe just based off the character. Yeah, first place will go to Kuromi, second place Hello Kitty, third place Kuropi, fourth place probably My Melody, fifth place Batsumaru, sixth place Cinnamon Roll, seventh place Pom Pom, and
Really
then
making
last place
some
Pachaco.
You're really making some people pick up their pick sports right now for putting some roll that low, but okay. Anyway, that's all we gotta say for now for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully this audio thing works out because we're actually recording on a whole new thing instead of using a different audio recording thing this time. So let's hope this actually works out. And we hope you enjoyed this video. And without further ado, I have one more thing for you guys to say. No. Thank you guys so much for watching our ranking video on Hello Kitty Supercute Adventures. We hope you really enjoyed this, and if you want to check out more videos, check out the cards right there. Wow. See you guys in the next one. What the fuck?